Hi, Nick.
Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Maxwell Star's Beer Review with a unboxing video, courtesy of everybody's favorite Greg.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, I have that bone shaker, Greg.
He does. Greg's got like 25 cans.
Yeah,
probably like 20 now.
I have like 24 of them. 22 at this point.
Are they good?
Bone Shaker is delicious as long as you enjoy a good old school West Coast IPA. If you don't, you probably won't like it.
Scott's gonna think it's poison. I just know it. I'm predicting it now. It's good. I like it. But speaking of which, I got a Beermail that's actually it's not really from Greg, is it? It's actually from Chris Peters.
Fucking Chris Peters.
and meant for Nick Load. I don't know who that guy is.
Oh, that must be like your like porn star equivalent.
Porn star equivalent. Yeah, it's a nickel to pickle.
Wouldn't it be Dick Load?
Dick Load.
Oh.
Yeah, you missed it. That you know what? That probably wouldn't have even showed up. Somebody would be like, "What? Is that your porn name, Dick Load?"
Yeah, that's always the thing I'm a little concerned about. I don't want to make it sound too terrible because I'm worried Canada Post won't deliver it.
I don't know. All I know is that when the mails arrive, sometimes people have burst out laughing just because of the names.
Like at one point, some of you may remember back in the day when Joe was growing his beard, and I wanted to send him a beer mail that said Osama bin Joe, and I was just like, "This is gonna get fucking.
This is gonna get detained at the fucking border.
It's gonna get detained."
CSIS would show up your door. Here's your package, sir.
Here's your package. All right, so this is a beer mail in response to me sending Greg a bike seat and some beers from New Brunswick. So this is kind of like his thank you beer mail, I believe. I don't know if I have anything for it.
It's my sucking of your dick.
So you actually, the way you pack this, you didn't like wrap them individually. You actually like wrap them with a layer of bubble wrap on the outside. I actually kind of like this because it's like, hold it up.
I try.
Yeah, no, I mean the way the cans work, like when Trailway does their shipping their beer mails out to across country, they don't even put bubble wrap in them. They just put 12 cans into a perfectly sized box and send it. Speaking of stuff in the box, what the fuck is this? Cockadoodles. Adult activity book.
Nick, that is for you to color at your leisure.
Whoa. Jesus Christ.
Let's see. All
right. We'll look at that later offline. Anyway.
That's for you, Nick.
Jesus Christ.
That's good. I don't know where you found that, but that's really good.
This is quality YouTube entertainment. This quality dirty dishes.
I'll tell you the quick story behind that is a female friend of mine who quite frankly makes Lady Lee look like a ton, and she had an obsession with penises, and I bought her that to actually give to her, and then I sort of lost touch with her, so I ended up just having that in my drawer. So I was like, what can I send Nick that's weird in this beer mail? And I was like, I'm going to throw this in the beer mail.
Like, you're literally thinking, what do I have in my drawers for Nick?
Oh, exactly. Like I had a fleshlight. Right. I'm like, no, that would be weird. Now, Nick, I want you to promise me you're not going to throw that out. You're not going to throw that out. I want you to send it to somebody else in the beer mail.
Send the albino rhino. All right. So looking at this beer mail, what's the first beer that I pull out of this glorious package that you sent me? I think this is one we actually we have intended for beer analysis, don't we? This is the Great Lakes Brewery's Canadian Cabin maple syrup barrel aged imperial stout.
That is for anal.
Awesome. And I do see there's a second can in here too.
There is. That's for Scott's anal.
I have 2 cans.
Appreciation, Greg.
Ready. And another one. We've got another one here from Great Lakes Brewery. I've been big surprise all the Great Lakes Brewery beers from Greg. This is Stage 17 West Coast Pilsner. So it's actually got a dude on a bike. So I think I actually asked you to pick this up, didn't I?
You mentioned it. I actually, if you want to do a dual review at some point, I have another can of it. So
okay, cool.
It's a Pilsner, so don't get too excited, but.
I don't know. I kind of like the label. I think you posted that originally as a joke. Say, hey, there's a beer for Nick.
Yeah, I think I actually put your head on it.
All right, another beer for me. This is something to get your Z's with. This is Ziegelin Doppelbock.
Ooh, a doppel.
Doppelbock, which is a 8.5% ABV. What do you call it? Lager of some sort.
I do like the doppels.
All right, so
Hangers.
holy shit, we actually got the albino rhino is sitting here in the chat saying, "What's this?" I'm doing a
the
beer
albino
mail
rhino
unboxing
is here.
from Borg. Greg sent me beer, and so far I've got a Zweizieglen, a Stage 17, and Canadian Cabin Maple Syrup Stout. Cool. And also I see Western Canadian beer reviewers there. It says, oh no, the never-ending beer mail joke gag. Yeah. All right, so what else is in here? There is more beer. Whoa, what's this? Continental Rift West Coast IPA from Great Lakes Brewery. Is that one we had planned for beer analysis or no?
Nope. Check the other beer you got.
Oh, cool. Continental Rift East Coast IPA. This is like last year's experiment with West and East Coast IPAs from Moosehead, except for this is better because it's Great Lakes Brewery.
Yeah, like I believe it's just that's basically all it is a very similar recipe, just East Coast versus West Coast. So it's kind of interesting to try. And
cool.
It's brand new. It's a brand new beer from them.
Thank you. That
Literally
be,
just came out like a day before I sent your shit.
That'd be like a good like a do both beers at once, like I did with the the shit from Moosehead last year. All right, so down to the bottom of the package, and now I get some big ass bottles here. I think I got a rough idea that I know what they are, and I will say right out that very much friggin' obliged. This is, you may have like a case of them in your parents' place, but this is something I never dreamed of actually having. Even the regular version would never come out here.
Hey, those two bottles are like equivalent to your bike seat.
Here we go. Okay, so let's pull it out of my package here. This is Double Barrel Bring Out Your Dead Imperial Stout.
Ooh.
Which version is this? This is the cognac and rye whiskey. 16 months in cognac barrels and 6 months in rye whiskey barrels.
So that's the first version to release then.
Yeah. Okay. 14.5% ABV, made in 2020. That's pretty special. That came out and was sold out within like a day, wasn't it?
It sold out pretty quickly. I don't remember exactly how long, but it doesn't take long.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
All right. Here's your Etobicoke Drift right there.
There we go. We got a good old motor sequel with their inverted penises. Well, you have to, because to ride a motorcycle, you need to have the penis on the inside. So much like a vagina.
Alrighty, so I can get this thing out here. I mean, we already know what this is, the other double barrel, but I forget what it is.
You need a knife.
That's what I'm using. I like using like one of these X-Acto knives, but the blade's kind of dull. So this is cognac and bourbon barrel, double barrel. Room. What's that one? It's 13.5 ABV. Oh wow, that's like different ABVs.
Are the labels the same?
Not quite.
Well, kind of. One's like a darker, like a more orange, and the other one's tan. But yeah, those are like super special versions of Bring Out Your Dead from.
So my personal opinion is I prefer the bourbon one. However, a lot of people prefer, including Jamie, fucking loves the rye one. So your opinion may vary.
Well, I definitely look forward to trying. That's going to be a fun night.
Well, the one thing I will say about rye beer in general is that I find rye barrel stuff tends to get better with age. So at this point, and it's been a little while since I've tried either one of these. So at this point, the rye potentially might be better.
Okay. Yeah.
It might age better, actually. Your rye barrels might age better.
Well, if it's that strong, I just hope. Well, it probably won't be affected. I would hope that this would age pretty well.
What's the other one? What's the other barrel?
Well, this one says 2021, and this one says 2020. But didn't they release these within a couple of weeks?
No, I think one of them released in early 2021. Okay. It's the same vintage you Bring Out Your Dead that's barrel aged. I think they released one. I think they released one in November or something, and then they released the other in January or February.
Okay, that would make sense because this one actually says aged 6 months in rye barrels, and this one says aged 9 months in bourbon barrels. So this one has a little bit more bourbon barrel aging on it. That said, you're doubling up on the barrels. You're doubling up on your moving parts too. So that's.
I would.
They actually have their bottling dates on them: December 9th, 2020, and January 13th, 2021, right there at the bottom. Cool.
I would think the bourbon barrels are a little bit. The bourbon barrel one would be a little bit smoother.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The rye is a little bit more rougher, yeah.
Yeah. Usually that's the case. Yeah, I find. I mean, I'm a big fan of bourbon barrel aged beers. I'm a big fan of bourbon all the way from regular bourbon to bourbon barrel aged beers. So I will almost always prefer bourbon. But you know what, rye can have its merits too.
Well, yeah, I've always had better luck with bourbon barrel beers but I'm interested in trying. I suppose I haven't had the rye double tempest you've been talking about there yet. I still have that bottle because we are still planning to do a beer analysis of that at some point.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you that one. I had that one about a month ago, and that one has greatly improved with age. So
good.
I'm hoping by the time we do it for anal, it'll be good times.
Nice. All right, so I'm just going to go to the comments here before we recap. Dalbon Around was talking about did I go back to the Arctic? His internet just crashed. Dan is in the chat saying it's just you getting prepped to go back. Talking about Chad's internet. 10 days left to go back until he goes back home, back to Beer Wasteland, Northern Beer Wasteland.
More so than Lee's Beer Wasteland?
Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose that Chad gets more beer shipped to him. Which is
Chad has more friends in high places.
Things make my bone choke as well as Greg. Are you choking your bone? All right, so to recap what beers I have the
bone choke.
A bunch of stuff from Great Lakes Brewery. So it's not really much of a surprise coming from Greg. We've got Continental Drift, East and West Coast IPAs. So we have East versus West, like me and Dan. We got 2 cans of Imperial Stout, Canadian Cabin, which look forward to on a future BA 101 probably soon, because we're looking for ideas for what to do for the next month or two.
I have one more for Ashley Sexton. I have to figure out if he wants it or not.
He might. Who knows? Because he's kind of sticking to beers that are big.
Yeah.
Worth
I will chat with him and I'll find out if he wants it before we anal it.
Sure. So Stage 17 West Coast Pilsner and Ziegling Doppelbock, jawohl. And of course, 2 different vintages of a double barrel Bring Out Your Dead, which will be saved probably for a special occasion. I was
going to say, Nick, hopefully you'll drink those sometime before 2030.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe when we get together after the pandemic, Nick, have a little party.
Oh, that'll be a good time.
Either that, or we could do that on the camping trip.
We can do that on the camping trip.
Mm-hmm. Not that we won't have a shortage of beers to drink on that. Anyway, all right. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Oh shit, we got Joe in the channel chat saying double barrel Bring Out Your Dead, crazy. We're 2 wild and crazy guys. 2 wild and crazy beers. All right, let's stop. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching, even though Joe just got here, and I'm like, holy shit, it's Joe.
We love you.
All right. And Chloe is here too, saying hi.
Yeah.
Probably
She's
not by
not
choice.
happy.
Looking at that look on her face.
Yeah, she wants to leave. She's not happy.
And of course, we got the fuzz on here.
The phone.
Cheers.
Alrighty. And of course, thank you, the Albino Rhino and Dan and the Beer Patrol. You and Fuzz romantically by the fire like Paul and I needs to happen.
Nope.
Well, and then at some point will Nick murder Fuzz?
Scott's not wearing my skin.
Scott's wearing the skin.
Maybe that's why he's going to be the better me eventually. Right? Okay, so I want to thank everybody for watching once again. And no, I'm not drunk yet. I'm just happy because I got some double barrel here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers, and we'll talk to you folks later.
Nick, show us the coloring book.
Just want to say he's not wearing it yet. Give it time. Shut up, Joe. Love you.